Sends a ball high and deep to center field. Did he get it? Did he get it? Oh, my goodness! Andrew McCutchen wins it in the bottom of the 14th. Forget about the trade. Santa Maria.
Collins pitch.
With the skyline in front of us, a look at Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. Chris Miller enter play here tonight. Been a middling start to the season as they come. There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. Solo shot to right center, and the Phils have cut the gap to 4-2 now.
And early on here, he's having real trouble locating his pitches. I mean, this is another pitch that's biting off way too much of the plate. They've roughed him up for 2 home runs already, and we're not out of the first.
Play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Now a swing and a ball lofted down the right field line and fairly deep. Oh, and a fine play there as he ranges back to put this one away. Not an easy play by any means, and there are stride. Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Hit in the air to right field. Miller moves over. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Chris Miller comes to.
I mean, you got to throw first pitch strikes, but they can't be hittable.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Escalona waits on it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Ball game, so let's see if he can do it one more time.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Miller is in his tracks now. 1 gone. Chris Miller will stand in now in what could be.
It's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Hard hit ball to second, and that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Oh, man, he hangs in there beautifully against a tough left-handed reliever. Here's another look at it. He just keeps that front shoulder in there and strong, gets the barrel of the bat through the hitting zone, and then
hit the other way out toward right field. Miller is there, and he makes the catch.
It was a pretty big strikeout, too, because he had a chance to drive in a run, so I'm sure he's going to be thinking about that missed opportunity for a little while.
Miller is there, and he puts it away. Chris Miller will stand in now, and hey, give these. This is lined into the gap in left center, and he's going to come through here with extra bases. 2 runs have scored. Now a 3rd runner heading for the plate, and he will score as well. It's a 3-run double, and all of a sudden this game just got a lot more interesting.
Well, you know, a couple of hits and a walk got him into this mess, and things aren't going to get any rosier for him out there right now. He serves up the 2-base hit here, and that's going to wind up chasing everybody home.
And tell me he wasn't trying for that one. That's unbelievable.
McCutchen hammers it deep left field. Way back it goes. Upton to the track, to the wall. He leaps, and Upton stole.
Time for baseball on the show from the bank. Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. 2-1, here it is. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Miller sprinting after it. 2 down. Chris Miller will.
Hitters park like this one. It's going to be even more important than usual to keep that fastball down. That's right where he's got to be living.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Lifted in the air out to right. And 2 quick outs here in the second. Chris Miller. Ripped on the ground to first. The second for 1. Back to Freeman, not in time, and they'll just get the 1. Line toward right center, and that's in there. Base hit around third and being waved on home. And the run is in to score from second. Chris Miller will stand in a miss. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Wow, he has proven to be a real nuisance in the first 2 games of this series. A home run in last night's ball game, and now another one here.
3 in his last trip.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. It wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
And he will make the... Chris Miller will stride in again as first we flash you back to his at-bat in the 4th inning, and what a big one it was. A 3-run home run that was certainly one of the big blows in the ballgame to this point. He reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
You know, and this is one of the few down. Chris, the opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
Shoots this one to first, and that will conclude matters.
They really need him to come through right here.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Miller on the move. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one guy that made the difference, there he is. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he only had...
Can you believe that guy will not be in Cincinnati? He's an all-star in Twins territory, and the Twins walk off for the 2nd time this week. A remarkable rally. Final score, Twins.
With the skyline in front of us, a look at Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. Chris Miller. Now a check swing, but that's in there for strike 3 anyway, and the inning is over. Leading off the inning, ball's in the at-bat. It's been all off speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good fastball hitter. You don't want to give in to his strength.
And this is MVP, the 2-2 pitch. Gets him out in front as this is hit in the air down the right field line. Miller has it in his tracks. 2 gone. Chris Miller, ball 1. Smoked the other way, high and deep to left. Fleming going back on it. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. Solo shot here to left, and it's given the Phillies a 4-2 lead.
Well, it's got to be getting near the point where they need to make some alternate plans with this guy up there. Now that's his 3rd home run in the series. I mean, what more do you need to see?
Chris him off a bit. Now a line drive, and that may be enough to break our tie. That's down for extra bases. The run scores from second. It's a 5-4 game, and he will pull into second with an RBI double.
Oh, that's a big at-bat right there. He gets a good pitch that he can handle, and boy, does he put a charge into this one. And that's going to wind up plating the go-ahead run as he's into second base with an RBI double. Starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
Swing and a fly ball, but shallow, and that's not going to do it. Fleming has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runners. And he is out at the plate, trying to extend the lead to 2. An entertaining game all in all, so if we have to choose one who stood out among all others, why not go with this man right here? He's our top player of the game.
Lead.
He's got 6 games at home to try to get one more hit to get to 3,000.
Friday night baseball on the show, and we come your way from the Motor City of Detroit. Time now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
You know, they're getting a lot of production out of that number 2 hole right now.
Chris Miller
here in the first with a couple of men on.
Smoked the other way, high and deep to left. Batista ranging back, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. Here comes Hosmer around third. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Well, there's one way to get our first run of the game across. Good hustle there on the RBI triple, and they're in good shape to possibly make it 2-0 with another base hit.
Here in an interleague ball game, you give them a little bit of a break from the field, but you still...
This ball gets down. Let's see if they try to score. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score. Leading off the inning. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3. Chris Miller stands in.
0-2. I'd be shocked to see another fastball in the strike zone.
Tapper up the line. Gonna be a tough play. And Belt will just... Chris. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first start gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double.
Yeah, I thought off the bat that he'd have a good chance of running this down, but can't quite get there. You'll see it's going to hit just to the right of that chalk line out there, and that's going to allow him to get into second with a double.
To New York, Murphy's third hit of the game, and Daniel Murphy is writing some kind of story.
Or gets the sign, the windup.
Afternoon baseball from the Motor City, Comerica Park here in downtown Detroit. Time now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. Who stands out to you, EK?
You know, they're getting a lot of production out of that number 2 hole right now.
Chris Miller. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is...
And if you're going to beat me, you're going to have to take it to left field, because I don't think he's going to give this guy anything he can pull.
High pop-up. Castellanos is there for it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
And you can tell, guys at the plate, they're starting to get frustrated. He just hasn't made many mistakes at all, and when he has, they've been out of the zone.
The left-hander starts to get loose. Runners off for second. Taken for strike 3, the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Yeah, base. But he did get a decent jump that time, and he's going to wind up stealing it anyway.
Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that's through into right field for a base hit. The throw home, and they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. So a pivotal moment here. Trying to hold the lead. Hit hard on the ground to second. Ibanez is up with it, and the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Skied into very shallow right. Miller is in a few steps as he takes it. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that. It's 2-2.
Well, I'd be surprised if they go back to the curve again on 2-2. He's had a couple of pretty good looks at it at the plate.
And there's a base hit, and this could wind up as an important insurance.
Jeter goes into the second row and makes a terrific play.
Stanton drives it left field, absolutely crushed, and out of Mark McGwire. That's about it. My goodness. Even the fans here at Dodger Stadium are giving Stanton an ovation. Absolutely crushed over the pavilion, and it's 1-0. Oh, my.
In the air left side, Gerard Dyson with the great speed in a day game.